So, welcome to the October vlog. Today is Thursday, it's the 3rd of October, and I've decided to kind of try and make October a month of just trying to focus as much as possible on art business stuff, just to try and really focus in and not feel so bad that I might not be working on art as much, because I'm focusing on this, right? That being said, I actually have a lot of art I need to do. I'm going to try and finish 4 paintings now. I've finished one of them. 4 paintings before the 11th of October. In order to enter a thing, I need like 10 paintings to submit. So I'm going to try and do that. I've got 2 other things I'm going to enter that have like a slightly later deadline. One thing for next year, and 2 of those things are for this year, for around Christmas time, so that'll be cool. Art Walk is coming up. It'll be this Saturday, so I have a couple of days. Thankfully, the outfit prompt is one that I can fulfill very easily. The prompt is the button-up, so button-up shirt. I think I'm going to go with a really luxurious option, though, that I haven't had an opportunity to wear. And then aside from that, I'm just going to try and laser focus on business stuff, getting paperwork done. Gonna try and go downtown and go to one of the local printeries and get some stuff professionally scanned or photographed to be turned into prints. But yeah, so I've gone through my art, I've selected the stuff I want to have photographed. So I think after the 11th, I will gather up the stuff that I want to turn into prints and go talk to them about that. Yeah, so I'm just thinking about that. This month is the first month I'll need to file taxes because it'll be quarterly, and I just happen to line up getting my license with the first tax deadline almost. So, but today and tomorrow I need to edit last month's vlog. A lot of stuff, but I'm hopeful. Oh, and because I think it'll happen this month. If it doesn't happen this month, I'll cut this out of the video. I don't want to spoil it, but I think this month I'm going to be taking the bedroom, which is where I am now, and turning that into my art studio. And we're going to get a futon and move the bed out into the living room so that during the day we have a couch and at night we have a bed, which will be super, super nice. And I will get this entire room to be my art studio, which will be amazing because it is the only room aside from the bathroom. It is the only space in the house aside from the bathroom where you can close the door. And I'm just one of those people where I cannot stand to be in the same room as someone while I'm working or trying to think. I need to be able to close the door and focus. And so I think that's going to be really, really awesome. Yeah, and also happy spooky month. This will come out when spooky month is technically over, but happy spooky month. Saturday. Whoa, it was really dark. Okay, so it is Saturday, October 5th. It's a gallery walk tonight. I'm gonna go pick out some clothes because I won't be able to concentrate on anything else. I have a couple of options. This one, if I want to go very classic white, it's got the nice pin tucks. I've got this one, which has a tiny floral print, which I really like. It's a little more saturated in real life. And I've got this one, which is black and green silk velvet, which is pretty awesome. I might have to go with this one because I've never had an opportunity to wear it. I always mean to, and then it's too hot, but it's cold out, so this would be a really good option. It would also hide a long sleeve t-shirt under it really well so that I wouldn't be cold. So I think I'll go with this one. Yeah, do you see that? That's why it's so special. Yeah, I think I'll just wear that with black jeans and not much else. I might do some accessories, but I think aside from that, I'll wear my Doc Martens with green stitching and green laces to match the jacket. That'll be really, really cool. I'm gonna run some errands today, but I will need to sew up the sleeve a little bit. There's a part that like gapes, so I'm gonna just tack that closed so I can wear it tonight and not have it be weird. That would be good. Good job me, I just dropped the phone. Uh, Today's the 6th. Yesterday was gallery walk, as you saw. I'm so tired. I swear to God, staying out late and going out to these late events gives me a hangover. I don't normally drink at them, and it doesn't matter whether I have a glass of wine or not. The next day, my head hurts and I'm exhausted. So I'm just gonna play video games today, and hopefully I'm feeling good enough later to make soup, because that'll be good. That would be really, really good. I'm tired, very tired. But I looked great last night. I looked so good. .3D printer's running. Don't have my mic plugged in, but I am in fact going to the meeting. Yay. And thought I'd show you the fit. Orange pants, white sweater, tapestry overcoat. I think it's pretty nice. Okay, I'm back from the meeting. Mostly talked about like financial realities of local artists and barriers to entry for people who want to pursue their art careers further locally, but there's stuff in the way. I mentioned things around like permitting, and because the city permits on what you can do to already existing structures on your property are like intense. They want a permit for literally everything, and that's a pretty big barrier for some people. I mentioned how the bus system is totally screwed, just all kinds of stuff. So it was a good meeting, and I talked to some people afterwards. They appreciate what I had to say, and I got to like chat resources with them. So I'd say it was a good day. Tomorrow I need to edit photographs for applying to something, get them all cleaned up and tidy and ready to upload and blah blah blah. But yeah, and also get started on that painting that I need to restart, because that's really fucking annoying, but I need to do it. Oh, and I had to say goodbye to a member of the local arts like council. She was like the local arts district manager. Super, super, super cool person, but she had to leave for some family stuff, which is really unfortunate because I really, really think that she would have been a great person to have around for that sort of stuff. But, you know, it's nobody's fault. It just sucks. Today is the 12th of October. Where am I? I'm in my bedroom because I just got finished moving our mattress out of the bedroom because we're going to be turning the bedroom into my art studio. The timing of a lot of things right now kind of sucks. Like, my partner just got really, really sick. Just spent the last 2 days really, really sick. He seems to be doing a lot better. I don't think I'm sick, so we got a futon frame. We're gonna get a futon, but we don't have the futon itself yet, but I figured it would still just be better to put the mattress out there and get that done, because we cannot have 2 bed frames in this house. It's just too small. We have the carnage of under the bed storage. It's not actually that bad, to be honest. I haven't had very much sleep lately, but it needs done. It can't be put off at all. It needs done now, because nothing else can happen in the house until this is done. Okay, so this is where we're at. What I want to do is put the dresser over here, either that way or that way, and then have my art desk here, just like it was in the other room, because these windows are the exact same size. Put it like right here, because that got really, really good light. And then I want to put my editing desk over here. And then I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the hutch because it will not fit on top of the desk in this room. So I'm probably going to take it off and use that as a separate piece of furniture again. I've done that before. It works actually really well. So I'll either have that here or I don't know, I'll figure it out. That's actually kind of the only wall it will fit on. And then obviously there's a lot of stuff in here that was under the bed, like all of my yarn and my plant stuff, and I will figure that out later. Like, I need to prioritize art and clothes because we don't have any other closets in the house, so the clothes do need to stay in this room. So I need to prioritize those two things, and then after that, I can think about if I can store knitting stuff in here. If I can, that would be great, but if not, I'll make it work. Alright, so the hutch is in the room now. I'm going to scoot these over and pull it a little bit this way. And then I've decided to put the desk here so that I can look out the window while I'm editing, which will make that a lot nicer. And scoot that over so I can stick this plant in that corner because, as you can see, it actually gets a fair bit of light. It's really early in the morning still, and that's quite a bit of light. So that should keep this guy pretty happy. But yeah, things should hopefully start moving much more quickly now that I actually have a place to store things, because I've had to pull everything out of storage in order to be able to move said storage, which is obviously kind of a pain in the ass. But now the game of Rush Hour that I'm playing should get a lot easier. So thank goodness. So I'm just going to scoot that over and make space to move the desk in, which should be great. Today's the 19th, I think. And it's a very windy, like, stormy day outside. I'm very chilly, but I've been feeling, I mean, I've got a headache now, but otherwise I've been feeling pretty good today. I've been having lots of ideas. I actually, like, had a bunch of video ideas. I had to write them all down, which hasn't happened in a while. I was feeling really burnt out on YouTube, and so having lots of ideas all of a sudden is really cool, and but a few of them are fairly quick to do. So, I mean, I don't know when I'll do them. It's nice to have some where it's like, doing this will both be easy and to my satisfaction, right? I've been working on the bird paintings. We're finally at the point of where I need to start doing the colored pencil on that. Good, because the Stellar's J painting had a brutal ugly phase. It took so long to get it where it was like, oh, okay, this isn't a disaster. Really, like, until I added the little lines on the tail feathers, I thought it was a disaster. I was so worried, but I actually quite like it. I don't know, I'll try to do that today. My head hurts, and when my head hurts, it's not that it's like agonizing, it's just so hard to concentrate. And I'm trying to talk quietly because my head hurts. I was like really art blocked on my sketchbook for a while. I've actually just been art blocked in general. I think it's because I've been having a hard time not just watching YouTube or listening to audiobooks all the time. And when I do that, it's very hard for me to actually have ideas of my own because I'm enjoying someone else's ideas. So today, I just put on some, like, background noise, like ocean waves and seagulls, that kind of stuff. And the banding is really bad on this video. I know what lights are doing that. Let me see, this might be too dark. I haven't been doing my sketchbook much lately. I've been very art blocked, like I just explained. But recently I have actually been doing some sketchbook work. I did this page, which I really, really like. I don't think I'm gonna do anything to it. I love how simple it is here. And then in this one I was brainstorming a lot, just thinking about color and subject matter and all that. And then let me just censor this for YouTube. But I did this page, which I really, really like. I think it turned out really gorgeous. Let's see. I really like this one. I did some like portrait studies and some, just all kinds of stuff. Just really layered and had fun with layering my materials on this one. It's been a while since I did something like, a really nice, pretty page in my sketchbook. And they're really nice just to break up the monotony of just thumbnails and stuff. Oh, and then I was going back and filling in some like unfinished pages, from earlier on. And I did this page, which I quite like. I had started it, I knew I wanted to do a little castle, but I actually finished it. So I think that's really cute. Yeah, that's been most of it. I have actually filled a page with basically just notes. But I have some really exciting news. I've been kind of waiting to discuss this until I actually had the meeting to confirm it and make sure yes, this actually will happen. I'm going to be doing a mural in a local business. So that's really exciting. And it's not gonna happen for a little bit because they're in the middle of repainting and they're a nonprofit, so everything ends up taking forever. But they are going to be, or no, they're not in the middle of repainting. They're preparing to repaint the entire interior. And they wanted a mural, and one of the people was like, I know a person. And they contacted me, and we had the meeting yesterday to discuss what we would do. And I didn't really have any idea. They contacted me and I was like, that sounds so cool. I would love to do that. But I didn't have a solid idea or concept, and I was waiting because I knew they probably had ideas. But once I found out that what the shape of the wall I'm going to be painting is, my brain was just like, I know exactly what I want to paint. I know exactly what would look good on that wall. And I told them, and they were like, oh, hell yeah, that sounds awesome. So I'm very excited. Originally, I thought I was going to take a very Art Nouveau influence because I love Art Nouveau interior painting. And I probably will use that as a source of inspiration to some extent. But actually, we're going way farther back. We're going medieval and Roman with our inspiration for the mural. And I'm super excited. It's gonna have trees and nature and ribbon. I love drawing ribbons, and some text, a little bit of text, and I just have ideas and a color palette, and I'm super, super excited. So this doesn't have a super, super precise timeline, but we're hoping to get it finished and wrapped up before Christmas. But we have agreed on a design, we have agreed on that it will happen, and now I have somewhere to start for actual planning, and that's actually what this sketch is about. This is just the roughest possible depiction of my idea. Yeah, so I'm really excited to have some of my art permanently in a fairly popular locale. That would be so cool. And I want to do some mural work in the future, so this will be a great opportunity to put my foot into that. What? Dip my toes into that. Other progress. I have done the ribbing, and I've gotten started on the stockinette for the front panel of my sweater, so that's cool. Alright, so it's the 22nd. I'm finally going to be recording a new YouTube video today. I have all the footage of like the art and the painting, and I just haven't really felt like I've had the time, but I'm going to be doing that today. So that's good. I've actually been like really wanting to do a YouTube video again, which is exciting. It's like this is what I really wanted when I took a step back. I wanted to not just make videos because, oh my god, I need to. I wanted to want to. So it's been a while since I've made a video. And then, other than that, huge strides have been made in the studio just yesterday and today, really. I'm gonna record like a proper studio tour video when it's like actually done and polished. It's just been taking a really long time. But let me show you some of the things that have changed since we last checked in. So this is still here. It has more books on it and stuff. Switched out the chair for this one. It fits a lot better in this room, and the other one fits better in that room. My sewing machine is there now, and my ponies are there. Got the desk, big space here, where I could theoretically put another table if it was small and the legs fit, or something like that in the future. Here's my little art corner. I want to put way more art up. I want to put some art here and in that little corner, and I want to put art over here as well, and up in that corner. I just want art everywhere, but that's for a later time. There's a little bit of clutter, but there's just this one really messy spot, and the rest of it's like a normal space. This is the first time it's been like that since I've moved everything around, so that's really good. I finished this painting the other day. I am pretty happy with it, so that's good. I'm glad it's done because that painting is part of 4 different paintings that are going to be kind of displayed together, and I think it's going to look really, really cool when they're all done and they're all hanging up together. But as individual pieces, they're a little bit boring to me to make. Like, once they're done, it's like, oh, it's so pretty, but like during it, it's like a little bit brutal. That's that. But I think this will be the hardest one. I've got 2 more to do. One's going to be a tree swift, which will be really iridescent. And I think putting in all of those colors to get the iridescent effect is going to be actually quite fun. And it's also a smaller bird, so it'll go a little more quickly. And then the next one is a robin, an American robin. And they're lighter in coloring than Stellar's Jay, and that was a big part of it. It was just like layering the blues and the blacks to get them rich enough. Took a long time, and it was just like, oh, we're in the ugly stage for a really long time with this painting. I'm not enjoying looking at it, and then it basically was in the ugly stage until I added the tiny details with the pencil, and then it like all pulled together. Totally forgot to mention something. I kept thinking while I was recording that, oh, there's something I'm trying to remember to do. There's something I wanted to talk about. The other day, I went out and did some pinhole photography with someone. So bad with names. And I've learned so many new names just this past, like, couple of months that my brain is melting. So it's like Jen, Meg, something, single syllable, like that. Can't remember, I'm very sorry. But we went out and did some pinhole photography, and it was really, really fun. It was super stormy. I took some footage, so you'll see some of that. But I took this photo, and I really like this one. I think this one's really, really gorgeous. But it's a photo of the docks and like some driftwood and rocks and the ocean. I think it's really, really cool. The next one I did was a photo of the bell tower. And it's like the old fire bell tower in my town. It's really, really old. It's really gorgeous. And it's like this micro public park, basically. So I took a photo of that. And the level of detail that it got was actually incredible. I don't know if it'll show up on this camera. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. But there's this little gray spot on it. And it's like a patch of lichen that was on the bell tower, and I didn't think it was going to pick it up at all, but actually you can see it in person. And then the first 2 I took with a tripod, so it was held really, really still, and you got a really crisp image. But I took this one like holding it in my lap, so and it was a 4-minute exposure. So I'm actually impressed with how clear it is, considering it was a 4-minute exposure that I was holding. But this is it. And it was a, like, no trespassing sign that I thought was cool. It was, like, pinned to this tree that was at this cool angle. Yeah, and I like it a lot. It's very, very spooky. Like, it's surprisingly centered. So, yeah, considering I was literally holding it while I crouched on the ground for 4 minutes, that's actually very clear. So it was very, very fun. And we, like, developed them in the trunk of her car. Like, with the wind and the rain, it was crazy, but it was super, super fun. So I really, really love these. And this is really making me want to do more photography. It's kind of making me want to get, like, a Polaroid style camera, because I don't have, like, space to store a developer and all of that. But like an instant film black and white camera would be really, really cool to get, and do photography kind of like this. I think that would be really, really fun. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll do that at some point. Alright, so today's the 28th, and I've been trying to get a lot of work done lately, but I got almost nothing done yesterday because I just had a horrible migraine the entire day, which sucked because it was the perfect day to get a ton of stuff done. I had, like, literally nothing else to do, but shit happens. Instead, I played a lot of video games because it was literally the only thing I could do that was, like, distracting me from being nauseous, but didn't take, I don't know, you know what I mean, right? Didn't take a lot of motivation. But because I got so little done yesterday, I would really like to get a lot done today. Actually, you know, I didn't do nothing yesterday. I'd added these 2 base layers here of the blue and the teal. So I didn't do nothing. I also added a tiny bit to this, which is so cute. I love this. So I didn't do nothing, but I'd really like to get a lot of work done on this, and then actually tackle the big fucking mess that's been in the studio since I got it set up. That has been sitting there driving me crazy. So lots of work on this, and some work on that. And I'm gonna end the vlog tomorrow and, like, summarize what else I've been doing. But yeah, so it's mostly it. Just gonna try and get a lot of work done. And just, I'm gonna be trying to, like, laser focus in on getting as much art done as possible, because, I mean, I do have time, but at the same time, I don't have that much time until the show next year. So I really want to start, like, buckling down and getting serious work done. I'm a terrible procrastinator, so I gotta start doing work at some point. I gotta start, like, really chugging through the work at some point. So yeah. Okay, so this is the studio as well as my closet, and today is the 30th of October, so I need to wrap up the studio vlog. But I figured I talk about like making the pants and whatever, and I've never shown them to you like on, so I figured I'd do that and also show you something else really cool that I got. So let's do it. Also, I'm sorry if there's any like flickering or strobing from the lights. It is so dark in here. These are the pants. Now for gallery walk, I wore them with this, which is magnificent and incredible. And while I love this shirt and I love you guys, it is too much work to put on for a few seconds in a video. So this is probably my favorite casual outfit. It really makes me wish I had yellow shoes so I could do a whole like subtle candy corn outfit. That would be hilarious. But yeah, this a little better. Yeah, these are the pants. I love them. I actually wear them a ton. They're super comfortable and they make me really happy. But then I want to show you this other thing I got, which is super out of my comfort zone for clothes, but very cool. This is a beautiful silk two-piece set. Skirt, shirt that are meant to be worn together to effectively be a dress. Like some guys wear skirts and dresses and are totally cool with the super feminine look, and that's great. Love that for them. I like the masculine silhouette a lot. I love the masculine silhouette. I just hate how boring masculine like textiles are, and it's gotten so much worse. Like it used to be bad when everyone wore suits. It is so much worse now that everyone's wearing athleisure. I hate athleisure. Anyway, this doesn't have belt loops, but I like to pair it with a belt because I think that makes it just so much more masculine. Look at that. It's so magical. The way the silk plaid, it just shimmers. It's stunning. But I'm going to show it to you worn as a dress because honestly, I think I can rock this. I think I could totally rock this. So let me just get out of a turtleneck while wearing dangling earrings. Very, very smart. And it definitely needs steamed. It's full of wrinkles, but just the more I examined this piece after I took it home because the fabric was stunning. It was so beautiful. And there was tons of it. So I just grabbed it because I didn't have time to try it on or anything like that. But when I got home, the more I examined it, the more I realized that this might actually be something I'd wear because not only is the skirt very kilt-like and the color's amazing, but there is no shaping in this blouse whatsoever. It is a rectangle. There are no darts. There are no nothing. If you're trying to shop in the women's section as a man and still look good, especially if you're still trying to maintain like a masculine look, you just really want some fucking variety, look for stuff that doesn't have darts. Like examine stuff very thoroughly for darts and shaping because that will make it infinitely more flexible with how it can be styled. Unbuttoned a little lower. We can get really, really saucy with it. We tuck it in. I never do this because I'm lazy. But for this outfit, I think tying my hair back really helped balance the masculine and feminine, because that's the thing when you're not just gonna follow a script someone gives you for what you're supposed to wear in terms of like being a man or woman. If you're not gonna follow that script, I think it's really important to know exactly where on the line you want to walk, because knowing that, having that as like a North Star will make it much, much easier to know whether you're going to be able to wear something with confidence. So I took out the dangling earrings because again, for this, it's a dress. It is undeniably a dress. So we're going to go hard in the opposite direction for everything else because that will help to make it balanced, right? All right, so we got this, and then, right, we've got this very masculine silhouette. I feel like I could do this kind of slouch really nicely, look very cool. But then to harken back to the kilt, they have those bags with like little tails on them or something, I don't know. We're not trying to make it look like a kilt. We're not trying to imitate a kilt or trick anyone into thinking it's a kilt. We're just trying to lean into the vibe of a kilt, lean into like the people's subconscious memories of kilts with this. So I've got this fox fur tail. Yes, it's real. It's also vintage. I didn't buy this new. So, and this, I could rock this in public. Like, fuck yeah. Are you kidding? I look amazing. Like, damn, I feel more manly in this than in some of my outfits with pants. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into the end of vlog wrap up. I'll turn the heater off so you can hear me. Is this lighting good or terrible? I can't tell. Anyway, just to kind of wrap things up, give you a summary. I always start off the month like really strong with vlogging, and then I taper off and get really bad at it. This month I went in with the plan of really focusing on business stuff. Like, okay, I'm gonna just laser focus in and devote this entire month to business stuff and getting my art business like really going so that I can switch to maintenance and focusing on other things. That did not really end up happening. I got a couple of things done that honestly I can't even remember because I'm tired, but I ended up needing to focus on moving into the new studio, which I will do a studio vlog soon. I just have not quite figured out where everything goes yet, and I'd rather give a tour, one, where the information is like correct, and two, where it's not a gross mess. That sounds awful. And then, you know, we were sick while that was happening, or, you know, my boyfriend was sick while that was happening, so it was just like, no, there is no brain left over to do this because I'm doing it basically all on my own, so no. And then I had some deadlines to meet, and I thought I would just work on those while working on this other thing, but it did. So I was doing a lot of art, trying to get it done really quickly. I'm not certain these are all the paintings I finished this month. I think so, but these are, as far as I can remember, all of the like fully finished fine art finished stuff that I've done. Wow, that I finished this the other day and I really love it. I think it's adorable. I think it's so cute. And I did that while working on this. I had some more room on my painting board. That's the wrong way, it goes like this. I had some more room on the board I use to tape down my watercolor paper. And I was like, I should have another little painting going on at the same time so that I have something I can switch to while this one's drying, so I don't get bored and have to like do something completely different. I'm still in like the same kind of zone. So I sketched this guy on some scrap watercolor paper and I really love it. Yeah, I sketched this one straight onto the paper, which I don't do very often. I very rarely do that, but I was honestly just looking for something to keep me occupied and in the art zone while I waited for this to dry. And considering that, I'm totally thrilled with how that came out. But yeah, I worked on this, which was a tree swallow. This is the first one I did, and I really like this one. I think it's very cute. Female American goldfinch, and I decided to call it Golden Girl because I thought that was really cute, and that's the one that sparked me wanting to give all of these sort of pop culture-y names. This isn't quite pop culture, but it is very modern, so I called it Totally Stellar because it's a Stellar's J. And I really like that. The difference, though, and the way these go is that they're supposed to be a set of 4, and they're all pointing towards the middle. So I've got 3 of them. I haven't done the 4th one just yet. I was working on this one, and this was a slog. It was a slog. And I was just like, fuck, this is gonna be really fucking mediocre. I'm not gonna like this. I like it. Like, now that it's done, I like it. I do think it's good. I do think it's pretty darn good. I like his face. It's good. I like it. This one is great, and I love it. This was so enjoyable to make, and like there was a little there were a couple stages like, oh, this is just gonna be okay, but for the most part, I loved it at every stage. I also think it's just a better bird subject for me to paint. It's like a subject I'm naturally going to enjoy more because tree swallows are iridescent and they're so beautiful. Like every photo of them is just stunning. And I was working with colors that I found a lot more fun, and I had a lot of fun with the line art. You can see that the line art just here is ombre, so it fades from like 3 different colors into each other to get a beautiful, beautiful shimmering effect. And I just loved working on this one, and I had so much more fun. So I'm gonna try and take whatever lesson there is to be learned from this, because I had very little fun, oh my god, with this one, and I had tons of fun with this one. So yeah, all the paintings are gonna be like kind of modern puns, I guess. Haven't named this little guy yet, but he's very sleepy. He's very cute, so I'll need to think of a name for him. And then I did like kind of abstracted California poppies, very Art Nouveau. I really love the shape it makes around him. I think that's lovely. And then I didn't work in my sketchbook that much, but I did get more into it than I've been for a little bit. I did this page, like I was doing like a thumbnail for an idea I had, but then I was just like, I just want to fill this page with medieval gargoyles because they're really cool. I saw this one and I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. And I looked for other ones to do, so did these. I really like this page. I think it's a lot of fun. And I did this little comic about our cats. They're not really our cats, it's complicated. You can pause and read that if you want. It'll also be in like the sketchbook tour. Did this castle. I don't know if I mentioned these before in the vlog. I like that a lot actually, now that I'm seeing it on camera. That's actually really, really nice. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. I haven't done quite as much as I would like. I have done a fair bit of finished work for me, like compared to before. And I only had the studio for like, the last half of the month, so I'd say that's pretty good, actually. Yeah, I haven't done quite as much as I'd like. I haven't done as much sketchbook stuff as I'd like. I haven't painted as much as I'd like. Various stuff has happened. Things I wanted to do, I really wanted to do like a Halloween pinup. I thought I'd have time to sneak that in and make a cute little Halloween video of it. Did not have time at all. Didn't have time. That sucked. I had a really cute idea too, but oh well. At least I'll have an idea for next year, right? And I wanted to do, like I said, I wanted to do some business stuff. I wanted to take some stuff down to a place to get it like professionally photographed to be turned into prints. We've been working on getting the website set up, all of that. Haven't done that yet. Just various schedules have not aligned. I was like, oh, maybe I can do it this week. And I was like, no, Halloween is happening this week. It's going to be chaos downtown. So, haven't done that. Fell off the needle right now. Okay. This will be the front panel of the sweater, and it's going pretty good. Slow and steady progress. I will obviously not finish this before Halloween, because Halloween's tomorrow. So, it was fun to have something Halloween-y for the season, because I did not get to do any like Halloween festivities stuff. I had a vague idea that I would love to throw a Halloween party, but then just the opportunity happened where we got a futon frame for free, and so it started everything into motion because we can't store 2 bed frames in this house. It's just too small, so we needed to move things immediately. So that didn't happen because the house went into absolute chaos, and I could not have people over because, aside from it being kind of embarrassing to have my house be a mess, nobody would have fit. So that happened. If you did anything fun for Halloween, please tell me. I would love to live vicariously through you. That would help a little bit to at least hear that you guys had a good time. My plan is to get my Halloween fix, my Halloween nostalgia fix, by watching a bunch of the original Scooby-Doo. That's my plan to make up for this. The studio is very close to being done. I've got, there's so much about this that I love. I've got my sewing machine accessible, and when I want to sew, I can take my laptop off of the laptop desk and sew over there. I literally just move it 2 feet, which is great because it's really heavy. I've got like my ponies on a shelf, visible and nice, which I've never had. So that's great. I just need to figure out the storage of a couple more things. I'd love to get a calendar in here and maybe like a tiny little pin board or magnet board to put up notes. And then I have some art by local artists that I got. Like I've got 2 prints and then an original painting, and I want to hang them up here. I've got space and I really, really want to hang them up. So I'll need to frame and hang those at some point. But yeah, so mostly it's just a little bit, the final little bit of cleaning up, a little bit of decor and inspiration. Having stuff by local artists inspires me not just in terms of like gorgeous art inspiration, but also motivational inspiration. Like it inspires me to keep working towards my art career, and like my more local art career. So I really want to have stuff by local artists. I've got 2 pieces up right now, and I will have a lot more soon, hopefully. Again, aside from that, it's very, very close to being done. And then I will do a studio tour, and that's going to be awesome. I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed the studio vlog. Please, please tell me what you did for Halloween, if you did anything fun. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a saucy little comment in the comment section below. I'll see you next time. Bye.